Early voting in Delta County and the city of Marquette will begin this Saturday, and there's still time to register to vote. As the countdown to Election Day continues, My UP's Jessica Goska spoke with local clerks to answer voters' last-minute questions.
With fewer than 2 weeks until the polls open on Election Day, city and county clerks are prepping for one of their busiest days of the year. Last-minute voter questions, they say, can be directed to their office or to the Secretary of State's website, a one-stop shop where eligible citizens can register to vote, voters can see what's on the ballot, check the status of their absentee ballot, and learn where they can vote in person during early voting or on Election Day.
In the lead up to the election, every time that anything is done with a voter record, it is logged in the state's statewide registration database. So if you request a ballot, there's a record of that. If you return a ballot, there's a record of that, which is why you can verify online that your ballot's been returned. So that same database is what we use to create the laptops that our workers are going to use on Election Day. So those aren't connected to the internet, but they do have that basically a snapshot of that database from the Monday prior to the election. So if you have voted absentee or you've requested a ballot and it's at your house and you go in to vote on Election Day, the worker is going to tell you that.
Early voting in the state is available for at least 9 days before every major election, and the process looks nearly identical to in-person voting on Election Day. In the city of Marquette, early voting begins at 8 a.m. October 26 at the Peter White Public Library. Long lines for in-person voting on Election Day are likely, so those wanting to avoid wait times might consider voting early or absentee. If you decide to vote absentee and then change your mind, City of Marquette Clerk Whitney says there's a process for that.
One question we get is people do want to know, if they get an absentee ballot mailed to them and they decide they want to vote in the precinct, that's completely fine. There is a process in place for that. You can actually, in the state of Michigan now, take your absentee ballot that has been sitting in your house on your coffee table unvoted. You can take that into your polling location on Election Day or during early voting, and you go through the same process, but you can actually vote that ballot that you got issued absentee.
You can request an absentee ballot by mail until November 1st, the Friday before the election. You can also stop by your local clerk's office and pick up an absentee ballot over the counter. Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th, and polls will be open statewide from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Remember, the results that you see on election night will be unofficial.
On election night, we are anxiously waiting the results that are sent in from every precinct in Delta County to the county clerk's office. We compile those results and then we post them on our website. So we try to do that several times during the evening. Our first results start coming in about 8:30. Then we have to transfer them into the program, and then the program, from there we post it to our website. So that takes a little bit of time. So usually it's about 8:45 when we first start posting the results to our website, and we usually have those done by 10:30 at night. And those are unofficial results, of course.
Nearly every step of the elections process is transparent and public, so those with unanswered questions or concerns are welcome to sit in on public meetings before and after the election, including the hiring of election workers, the testing of the tabulators, the closing of the polls on election night, and the city-to-state certifications processes. For more information, visit the Secretary of State's website at mi.gov/vote. Reporting from Marquette, this is Jessica Goska, My UP News.